June 10, 2004. Jesus again spoke of abortion and how the sacred place of the womb belongs to God the Creator. He said that he has allowed many medical and scientific advances out of mercy and love for mankind, but some men, in cooperation with the enemy, who has secured their service through things like greed and pride, have exploited and desecrated these medical and scientific gifts. He said this is evident in that the enemy has pierced the sacredness of the womb to destroy the work of the Creator, and has attempted to become the Creator by himself, in defiance to God, by creating members of humanity. Jesus said that the people responsible know that they are committing grave sin. He said he puts holy men and women in their paths to warn them, but some continue down this path of terrible disobedience. Jesus said that many men and women have desisted from these activities because their consciences have warned them that their behaviors were sinful. These people will receive great forgiveness and reward in heaven, particularly those who then repent and speak out against these actions. Jesus then began to talk about how mankind is so arrogant that he thinks God cannot take all of these advances away. He can, of course, and he said that he intends to do just that, but only for a short time. He said that he is too merciful to permanently destroy our ability to assist earthly souls with the fields of medicine and science. Jesus showed me that another thing causing him great sadness today is loneliness in families. He said, "Look. These children have no one to play with because the siblings I willed for them have been rejected by their parents." Selfish generation. They fear that additional children will impede their entertainment. The elderly are also a burden because, despite the fact that these same souls have limited their number of children, they still have not gained sufficient entertainment time, so they must also leave the care of their elderly parents to others, even in situations where they could care for them themselves. Both their children and their parents experience loss in this situation. I feel only sadness at this. Jesus also said that time hung heavily on these souls because they are not involved in heavenly activities. He told me that no entertainment will be enough to satisfy these people. We must pray for them because they are chasing nothings. Jesus is pleased by selflessness and said that people should experience great entertainment in each other, meaning in their families and with their loved ones. This time with loved ones is not supposed to be such a burden as it is treated today. Today Jesus talked to me about the darkness. He said that it would originate in hell, and for that time, the duration of the darkness, the world would be entombed in this darkness from hell. It originates in hell but is allowed to flow out into the world for this period of time, encircling the world until it meets, and the darkness is total. This darkness is black, and is the total absence of light. I keep trying to stress the blackness, but that is because it is so total and complete that I am not sure if people can really grasp its density or completeness. I do not understand this concept of total evil, but Jesus assures me that some people will welcome this darkness and exult in it. He said some will know demons by name, because they have affiliations with them already. I heard an example of the most horrid screams and screeches, like a wild cat would make. These demons will perform the vilest of tortures upon people. These are not the people of the light, by the way. I am to see our experience of this time later. During this time, truly hell has come to earth. Jesus does not want this, or will it, but he definitely is allowing this, and it is a part of his justice. The evil souls in the world are resting upon the grace of God, despite their mockery of it. They are laughing at God, but it is God who keeps them protected and comfortable on the earth, while they practice all kinds of sin and deception. In other words, while they are living like demons, they are enjoying the fruits of God's goodness. This is so temporary, and they will reap what they are sowing soon indeed. I am trying to think of a good analogy so that others can understand this. You are eating the wonderful food from your host's banquet, all the while making fun of and scorning your host, who continues to feed you. You abuse the host's children terribly, in full view of the host, while laughing at him and, as it were, daring him to act. You are taking advantage of the host's good manners, as evil people so often do now. The host is about to act and the host's enemies are about to get thrown out of the gathering. They will then no longer be able to prey on God's good people who do not fight back in the same way, because they follow Christ. They will not be able to practice their evil in the same way, when they are surrounded by people like themselves. This will happen during the time of darkness. If they call out to Jesus, he will answer them. The really prideful people will not call out to Jesus because they hate Jesus. I cannot even fathom who these people are, or why they would choose hell over Christ, but he assures me that this is exactly what is occurring. The saints will be gathered before the throne during this time, as will all of heaven, begging God to end the darkness quickly. There will be satanic sacrifices and offerings all over the earth during this time of the most abominable evil. End of message.